Hello, lovely people. This is the awesome and amazing college gamer girl back for some more Oblivion, and today we are going to be playing a mod. Yes, hooray! Mod time again. So if you watched some of my older videos, you may remember something that happened a long time ago. Cue flashback.
And we'll get up at 6. We're not that much of an early bird. I actually hate getting up early, really. Ugh, I'm more of a night owl. Which is... Oh crap, I freaking forgot about freaking Pellew. Oh boy. Freaking Pellew. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah, that's how long it's been since I played this game. So, strength. Speed. And, willpower. And hopefully... well, he's supposed to arrive at, like, level 4 anyway. Even if you sleep for just 1 hour. So... yeah! Oh, hi, you're really up close and personal. So there you are. My information was indeed correct. This is Tears of the Fiend, by the way. You have to remember to put that in the, video description. Why look a surprise? Surely you should have been expecting one such as me to seek you out eventually. As you well know, there's a bounty on your head, and I am here to collect it. What? What? I think that you are mistaken, good sir. No, do not attempt to stall by playing the victim. I will have none of it. Ready your weapon, if you will, defend yourself. I hope he doesn't kill me in like one strike. Holy! Wow! Yeah, I totally did not expect that to happen, so I'm seriously going to kind of cheat my way through this, because, hi guard. Yeah, you better run away, Pellew. Like, seriously, he can... oh, like, one hit. Go ahead and kill the guard, Pellew. That was really funny how he sent me, like, launching into the void. Darn it, I can't defeat you. Curse my weary body to oblivion. Once there's a time when no one could stand before me, and my name was famous throughout the lands. Once I was a hero. I was unequaled, undefeatable, unstoppable. I was amazing. Now, though, now I am nothing but an old man, unable to claim even a single bounty. And your eyes are glowing rather weirdly. Who hired you? What is the bounty you speak of? Old man before you suddenly appears battered and broken, his eyes grow distressed, his brow heavy, and his face lined with despair. In truth, there is no bounty upon your head for me to collect. That was merely a deception on my part. No, I challenge you simply because of the fact that I had heard of your great reputation and wanted to compare myself to you. I don't have a great reputation at the moment. As I said before, once I was a legendary hero of seemingly unstoppable power, my foes fell before me like wheat before the farmer's scythe. I saved Tamriel on a number of occasions. I was ordained a champion by the lords of the different towns. Yet now I have fallen victim to the curse of time, and have grown old and weak, and I have become pitiful. Who art thou? And yes, sorry about the cheating. And like I said before, and you didn't hear me, sorry about the cheating for Ancient Towers, because I was just holding too much crap to even move. So, yeah. With many apologies. But yeah, you saw that Pellew took out half my health in one hit. So, maybe you can forgive me for this. Seriously. Ah, who art thou? I was Sir Edward Pellew, once a champion of Tamriel and slayer of the great fiend Coral. Coral. Now, though, I am merely an old man who shares the name of a heroic character from children's stories. Broken and destroyed by the curse of time, and weathered like a rock in the sea, thrown into the wreck you see before you now. Edward Pellew sighs forcefully, his eyes growing distant as if recalling a memory from the past. Yet as I remember it, even at the height of my power, I still could not even have come close to what you are now. By comparison, I was nothing, and yet at the same time I was everything, and I'm still nothing. I haven't had a reputation. Oh well. Edward Pellew's eyes grow wild, and he is literally quivering with exasperation. Yet how is it possible? How is it that any one creature should grow so powerful amongst all those striving to achieve that goal? Why is it that earls, counts, lords, kings, and jarls would listen when you speak and heed your words as if they were instructions? Why is it that all Tamriel could be yours if you so chose it to be? Have you ever considered this? Have you ever wondered how it is that you have gained this unfortunate power? I do not have this power you speak of. Are you looking into my future? Or why, of all the thousands and thousands of creatures in Tamriel, it is you who have become so much more than what you started as? Well, because I'm the main character. Edward Pellew glares at you accusingly, his white hair flying around his unkempt and disheveled face. You haven't, have you? Yes, I have. Not really, but maybe. You're glaring at me. Stop it. Sure, I've considered it. You've considered it, yet you have not solved the riddle that it poses, have you? Death follows you wherever you go. I know this as I have been keeping track of you for quite some time now. You stalker! And even as you may wade through the masses of the dying, you think very little of how you achieve that end. Your artist specializes in death, preparing to paint his masterpiece. Indeed, greatness is a part of you. But what of your origins, hero? Where are you from? To what bloodline do you owe the blessing of your great abilities? Can you answer these questions? Nope. Don't have a single clue. Don't really care at the moment, because all I care about is the Grey Prince's origins. No, I can't. Edward Pellew shakes his head at you in pure amazement. Amazement. You're gonna keep stalking me. Then perhaps you should study the foundations, as you have already prepared the groundwork and even now are moving onto the parapets. Discover your roots so that you may better understand the gift that you have been given. Find out you're a freaking fiend. But anyway, face your mortality before it comes to claim you, as it has come to claim me. Track down your ancestry before you proclaim yourself as a hero. I tell you about his head, signaling his submission to you. I kind of want to kill him. I really do. Like, I'm sorely, sorely tempted. Like, I want to just, drop dead right here. That would just be awesome. Just die. Because I really freaking don't like Pellew. The problem is I don't want to be that evil. I seriously don't know. Like, every time I've played before, I let him live. Kind of wondering what it would do if I just killed him right now, but then I'd have to pick up his freaking sword. Or, I don't even know if he'd have a sword on him, but anyway, sure, yeah. Live. Thank you, rest assured, you will not regret your decision. I already regret the decision. Bye. Moves to take his leave. Bye. I say, goodbye. Later. Sayonara. Jana. Get him, guard! Get him! He attacked me! Oh, and he vanished. Haha! Love it. What time is it anyway? Seriously? Okay, fine. I'll go sleep some more.
So yeah, that happened. And so now we have this journal entry somewhere in here. Way back down at the bottom. There we go. Legacy. An old man called Edward Pellew challenged the nature of my ancestry and how it ties to my own abilities. His point is one that is worth investigating, and now I have a starting point. Pellew mentioned that he is now a character from children's stories. So perhaps I should look into his own history in order to discern how I am to learn my own. And those children's stories that he mentioned seem like a good place to start. Perhaps one of the more well-stocked book vendors will have what I seek. So yes, this is Tears of the Fiend. And we had that fight forever ago. And now we're going to go and look for books to learn about Pellew. Because Pellew is Pellew. 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 Okay, theoretically we're far enough away that I can go to the map. And, you know, there's no simple way to do this, so we're just going to tackle all the different book places there are. I think actually I've already asked this guy. Then why is there a quest marker here? I don't know. Weird. But anyway, because yeah, I ended up asking him about it in Heart of the Dead, if memory serves. Alright, so it's not pointing there anymore. So yeah. I don't even remember where he said to look. So, you know what? Let's just go to Coral. Coral, let's just go to all the different book vendors in the world until they say, hey, I heard this guy said this, so yeah. That's how this mod works to start. It's never the first one. It's not always the last one. Unlike in Tex Murphy. Hooray! Okay, so it's still the middle of the night. So we're going to wait 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's wait until 9 just to be safe. Do 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 do. It's Freitas, Freitas. Gotta kill stuff on Freitas. And hooray, it's nice and bright today. And here we are in Renoir's books. Because he's Breton, and Breton is the equivalent of French in this world. And the French are Frenchy. Actually, it's a woman. Oh yeah. Yes, can I help you? You can. Do you have any books on Pellew? Ah, yes, Edward Pellew, Slayer of the Great Fiend Quarrel. But he was one of my favorite heroes as a child. But alas, I'm afraid I do not have a book on him. Of course you don't. Machina and Shadenhall is much versed in the literary and scholarly arts, so you might well find what you were looking for there. Off to Shadenhall! Hooray! Let's go everywhere! This may take a while. Probably will. But that's why we have fast travel. So we can just warp around the world instead of having to run back and forth all over the place. But yes, honest merchants are not interested in stolen goods, theoretically. But are any merchants truly honest? Okay, I think this is the bookstore. Machina's books. Machina. So yeah, Minecraft. I might be playing some eventually. I'm not sure. On the channel. Perhaps. You. Machina. You come here seeking literary knowledge. Perhaps I can provide the answer to that which you seek. What do you need? Do you have any books on Pellew? Perhaps you should look at the first. I already looked at the book. First book. Yeah, I already looked. He didn't have any. I think I knocked some books off the shelf, but oh well. So we will look. Let's go to Leowin. probably like the only city left that has a bookstore at least. Oh, there's... Is there one in Anvil? I don't remember. But, yeah. This guy might have one. Come on. Load! Load faster! Music. And running along. So let's go through this way. Wait, where is this guy? Okay, he should be like... Wait, why is it pointing... Oh, there's a second one. Okay, it's this way. Alright. I was confused for a minute there. I don't know why they decided to put a quest marker for that one place right there. If it's within the city, you don't really need to put a quest marker there. But, who cares? What time is it? There's just barely time if I can actually find the place. What is this? 7 books. Nope. Unless he'll just let me in right now. Actually, I think you're... It's always red for some reason. But it's unlocked, so... Your face. Welcome to Southern Books. We sell all manner of books from the most common tone to the rarest compendium. I knocked something down. But I don't care. Do you have any books I'll tell you? Well, yes I do. It just so happens I have it on this bookshelf. Since you seem like a potentially loyal customer, I will sell it to you for 50 gold. I wonder if it's always him. I think it's always him. I'll take it. 50 gold's not that much at all. Very good. Here's your book. If you ever need another book in the future, you know where to find it. The problem with Tears of the Fiend is there's just so much reading involved. But oh well. Alright, let's read. Let's read. Pellew and Other Tales. There we are. Let's get ready to read. Sir Edward Pellew and Other Children's Tales. Chapter 1. Edward Pellew and the Fiend Quarrel. Sir Edward Pellew was once a great and mighty hero who lived many, many years ago. Cursed by his own desire for greatness, he left his family estate and traveled the land, looking for a way to prove that he was a hero. For many months he wandered aimlessly, and soon he began to despair that he would never find a way to show his greatness. Yet, when he had almost given up hope, he was informed by villagers in the town that he was staying in, that there was an evil fiend that lived nearby and was causing a great deal of trouble. Pleased that at last he had a purpose, Sir Edward Pellew gathered the villagers together and told them, "I will slay this fiend and free your town from this tyranny once and for all." He then packed his equipment and started off toward the fiend's lair. Upon arriving, though, he found that the lair was completely empty, and presumed that the fiend had learned of his arrival and fled in terror. Despairing, Sir Edward Pellew made to leave the lair, only to be stopped by a huge creeper. Oh my gosh, that would be scary. Huge creature wrapped in darkness. Blah, blah, blah. I can read. I promise I can read. Wrapped in shadows of the darkest black. "Who are you?" Pellew demanded, brandishing his mighty sword and pointing it at the beast. "I am the one that you seek to slay, and I know all about you, Sir Edward Pellew," the creature responded. "You are in grave danger, because during a confrontation between mortal and fiend, he who knows the other's name is at the greatest advantage." It was in that moment that Sir Edward Pellew felt fear course through his body, because it was well known the fact that if a fiend knew your name, then it had full control over your body. Realizing that he could not confront the beast with his sword, he instead crafted a cunning plan to deceive the fiend. "Oh, but you are mistaken," he said innocently, "for I am not here to kill you. I lied to the villagers so that they would not try to stop me from coming here to see you." "Then why would you seek me out?" the fiend wondered aloud. "I came because I wanted to learn from you and serve as your apprentice. The mantle of Hero of Tamriel makes me sick to my stomach, yet the title of Fiend truly appeals to me. I want you to teach me everything you know," Pellew lied. The fiend scratched his head thoughtfully at that, his eyes blazing as if in concentration. "And what, pray tell, makes you think you are worthy of my tutelage? I descend from a noble line of half celestials who were born of the union between an unnameable god and a noble of the house Thylat. My lineage grants me powers beyond that of a normal mortal, so I have resolved myself to aspire to the greatness granted by my ancestry. The fiend scoffed at that, and waved a taloned hand dismissively. Your ancestry counts for nothing with me, and I am living proof that greatness can be achieved despite lowly breeding. You were born of lowly breeding? Edward Pellew said, feigning surprise. How is it that such a thing is possible? Could you perchance show me your ancestry as proof of your claims? Now the fiend, being a creature of great pride and arrogance, could see nothing wrong with Pellew's request, and promptly drew a family tree in the dirt of the cave with his foreclaw. As you can see here, he said smugly, my own ancestry is descended from fiends of the abysmal plane of no great importance. Truly, your words have taught me much. Tell me, though, where do you fit into the family tree? Here the fiend tapped his foreclaw next to a name at the bottom of the tree. Sir Edward Pellew studied the name, and committed it to memory. So you are Quarrel, then? He said with a smile. Thank you very much for your educational lesson, and now I have all I need to know to defeat you. And so it was that Sir Edward Pellew, drawing upon the power to command creatures through an incantation using their true name, as granted to him by his half-celestial ancestors, promptly banished the soul of the fiend from Tamriel, and destroyed his body while it lay helpless, forever trapping the fiend in the abysmal plane. And thus Sir Edward Pellew became a hero of the land of Tamriel, as he had always dreamed of, and lived happily ever after in his role as champion of Tamriel. The end. From here, the stories in the book become increasingly irrelevant and fanciful. Hooray, reading!